It has been a beautiful year.
It's been exciting.
We had creative strategy class taken by Mrs. Florence.
Intro to photography class taken by Tolulokpe Bello.
Photoshop editing and image by Mr. Friday Joshua.
Community management by Mr. Seyi Omotunde.
Mrs. Florence thought that creative strategy is determining what the advertising message would say and communicate.
Our trainer, Mr. Joshua Theophilus, took us on Instagram marketing, how you can publish ads on Instagram, and he also showed us the dynamics of Instagram, like having a business page, how you can check your insights, how you can check your audience, how you can follow up your followers, and he also showed us the benefits of Instagram ads, like opening a business page, following up your customers, and also publishing posts on Instagram. And he pointed to us the relevance of hashtags.
Taught on the use of fonts, that how fonts is like really important in your in creating your content. Then how choosing the color of your font is actually important. You know, the font style and the color, everything has to work together. Then the color is very important because you can't just mix colors together. You have to be very careful. You have to know which one works together. You have to know how to balance the color to fit in as a content in whatever you are doing for the brand or any other form of advertisement that you are trying to do. So, and the imagery, you know, as regarding that one has to do with a little bit of photography, because imagery has to fit in. It has to express whatever you are trying to say in your content. So it was really, really insightful. In fact, I personally enjoyed that class because I never thought something like that really, was really important. For instance, fonts. I didn't know fonts was that important, but now I know that if you want to write anything, you have to consider the fonts, the colors, and you can't just mix any other color.
I've got to learn many things, particularly creative strategy and effective communication, taken by Mrs. Florence, Atunwa, Olumodimu, who is the program director. Creative strategy talked about building a strategy for a brand, how you present their message, how you send their message, how you pass their message across to their target audience, what are the steps you take, what are the things you do that can make their message come across to the target audience as what they want to hear, as what they actually need.
It was so much fun, and I have this very wide interest in photography, and so it was an opportunity for me to learn better the ones I've been putting into, the basic skills I've been putting together here and there. Besides, Tolu was able to teach us a lot of things. We took different pictures from different angles. We experimented with our phone, and it was so much fun. I had a lot of fun. I learned new things and new ways to take pictures and how to take better pictures for social media particularly. It was such an exciting time. I had a lot of fun, and then over and over and over.
I'm super excited to be here to join other participants at Cohorts 5.0 in Lagos. Last week, Saturday, we took Photoshop editing and image by Mr. Friday Joshua, and it was super learning from him and teaching us some basic tools on Photoshop. Here I am today. I've been trying my hands on different Photoshop tools to do some images.
We had a mind-blowing class on identifying your strength for an accelerated career, and I really learned a lot. Mr. George Enema took us on this course.
All right, so we just concluded week 3. Week 2 and week 3 are very, very instrumental to the development of the participants. With week 2 being the week where they learn every single thing you can imagine about content, and week 3 they go into learning more about social media marketing, online reputation management, community management, and of course, how to come up with a creative strategy to be able to respond to their briefs more effectively. So we were able to organize an art direction class, copywriting class. I took a class on creative strategy, and then they received a brief from me this week on the energy drink Red Bull. And so they just finished the presentations. This week they also had the opportunity to conclude the effective communications class, which I started last week. So effective communication skills part 2. And we were able to, go through the different ways that they can use gestures, how to organize their presentations, how to organize the different elements of their speech and presentations. We also talked about how to basically, whether it is communicating with 20 people or communicating with 200 people, how to be very, very aware of your audience and how to carry your audience along.
Key things I took home was that creative strategy is very important because it helps brand pass the right message. Also, creative strategy should be able to inform, educate, and entertain. And also, I learned a very important point about brand personality and the tone when passing a message. It's very important for the brand to use the right tone when passing the message.
We had an amazing session with Mrs. Chineze. She talked about reputation management. One key thing she said was, reputation can be managed but cannot be controlled.
And some of the things I took out from that class is that you have to monitor what is being said about you online. You have to have a consistent brand personality online. You have to monitor what people are saying about you online. You have to actively engage with your customers, influencers and potential customers. You also have to take out things that don't add value to your brand online.
Miss Esther Ogunlalo, she talked about copywriting in a very different manner. Like she brought up different creative with practically one word or just 2 words that sent messages without struggle. So in her words, she said, copywriting should be simple and easily understood. I should avoid using filler words.
Well, we got a brief for Red Bull, and myself and my team, we have been working so hard, and I expect to come out with the best because we put in a lot of effort in this.
Today we are going to present a live brief on Red Bull, on how to make more customers for Red Bull, targeting the female gender particularly.
I'm in group 2, so my first day is that our group comes first because I think we've tried our best as regarding the brief. We did a lot of research. So, and because my group won last week, I'm expecting that the same group 2 should win this week.
At the end of the day, we are putting in a lot of effort, a lot of time and energy into it. So we want to reap a benefit, we want to reap a reward, and our reward is actually to win. That will make us very happy and very okay.
We have just finished our presentation for week 3, and the winners for week 3 are members of group 2.
So my team came first for this week's presentation, week 3 brief. The client was Red Bull, and it's a very, very good feeling considering the hard work my team and I put into this. And we won with one point difference. The team that came second had 69 points and we had 70. So it was a very, very stiff competition, but God, I'm still shaking. We won, but I'm still shaking. Like the tension was very high, but I'm very happy. It's a very good feeling, and it's good to know that this is confirmation that hard work pays off, and really it's a wonderful feeling. Much thanks to Digify for giving us this platform, and
we should just start rolling around though.
Like we should give it to ourselves right now. Like that's part of the wonderful feeling. Thank you very much.
Let's roll.
Don't punch me now. Calm down.